we know what we can endure, and we begin to practice that self-discipline where we're no longer slaves to the pleasure like much of society and the people in this modern age, where it's just, gentlemen, what's going on? This is the Better Man channel, where we choose to discipline ourselves to get outside of the comfort zone. And this morning, the good old well water did me cold. And in regards to self-discipline, Nietzsche said that, do you guys not know that it is only this discipline, the discipline of suffering, that has produced the elevation of all humanity? We can never really know what we're made of until we've been tested. And we're fully aware that life brings the unexpected, man. It brings this wrecking ball into our very core time after time. And if we can't endure the bombardments of life and the unexpected and changes and those obstacles and trials and the breakups and the heartaches, then how are we ever going to make it in life? How are we going to become those men that we know we're capable of? And so I think it's in man's best interest. It is imperative that we begin to test ourselves. Find areas that we can practice self-discipline to get outside of the slavery of pleasure that many of man are in today, and that we're in, that we've been in. We've been a slave to pleasure. We've been a slave to comfort, and comfort zone is the killer of all man's ambitions. It's the killer of our hopes. It's the killer of our aspirations. How many of us have been stuck in the comfort zone when we know there's something just outside of it? If we could get outside of our comfort, then bam, life would bring about a dramatic change. It would bring about more possibilities if we could get outside of our own self-imposed limitations. And so, taking cold showers, man, first let me preface this by, I'm one of those guys that are very leery and weary of kind of trendy fads. And that's been a strong characteristic of mine, but it's also brought about weakness, right? I don't jump into any trendy grifter snake oil salesman shit, but also there's that prideful thing in me that says, oh, they're all idiots. I know better than that. It's just the placebo, the no-fap, the cold showers, journaling, meditation. I can figure out better ways. Yet my life reflects the lack of me trying new things, of getting outside of the comfort zone. And so I thought, okay, I've been hearing about cold showers for years now. I've seen great men that I admire. They partake in this, and they've provided useful knowledge and the benefits of it. Why the hell not? So I jump into the shower this morning. Before I get in, I tell myself I'm going to do 3 minutes. I can do 3 minutes. I get in, boom. For any of you that have taken cold showers, it's a shock to the system. And like I said, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I live in rural country and have that cold spring well water, and boy, it just hit you. It is a shock to the system. It's like, damn, why the hell am I doing this? And so for the first minute and a half, and I had my phone checking the time in there, it's kind of a will to power. I'm going to do this. I can do this. By God, I'm doing this. But after about the minute and a half, I don't know whether I went numb or I just got used to it, but I'm doing this. And I started washing up, and it was a little more relaxing, a little more comforting. I don't know if relaxing is the right word, but I got used to it. And then after about I checked my phone, it was 2:45. And by then I'm used to it. I probably could have stayed in a couple more minutes. It's easy to say that now, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I think I could have made it 5 minutes. At 3 minutes and 6 seconds, I get out. And while I was drying off, I felt numb, like that tingly feeling. But after that, I felt revitalized, man. I felt energetic, if that's the right word. I felt alive. And that lasted 15, 20, 30 minutes. I just felt good. And so I think that's one area that I'm probably going to continue to implement in my life. I don't know if that's going to be a daily thing, maybe, because it just felt good, and maybe it started triggering that placebo effect, but whatever, it felt good. I felt a little bit better, and it knocked some time out of my shower routine, right? I'm a guy that loves the hot shower, saunas and all that. I get in the shower, turn it up hot. I'm in there 10, 15 minutes. It's just those shower thoughts. It's kind of my meditation therapeutic time. But this was 3 minutes. I took 7 to 10 minutes off my shower time, which allows me more opportunity for journaling, meditating, things that I'm always trying to cram into. So I enjoy that it gave me more time, but I enjoy the kind of energetic feeling that I got from it. And again, the overall idea is discipline. That self-discipline that, as Nietzsche said, produces all elevations. We test ourselves to know if we're on a shaky foundation. Do I have the will to overpower those struggles and trying times of life? And we're men awakening to the idea that we don't want to be these monotonous robots that just come off the assembly line of production for society's needs, not our own. And I think if we can get into that self-discipline and find different areas to discipline ourselves, to find our own inner strength, our own inner power, then we're much more ready to remove ourselves from the rat race of life. We know what we can endure, and we begin to practice that self-discipline where we're no longer slaves to the pleasure like much of society and the people in this modern age, where it's just the next shiny thing. There, yes. Is it? Oh, yeah, I want that. We remove ourselves from that. We begin to discipline ourselves, and we know that we can expect the unexpected because we begin practicing these little things. And I know cold showers doesn't seem like much, but think about starting your morning routine right. That's the key to any great day, and that's life. Can you put together good day after good day after good day? And if we can practice that discipline at the start of the morning, that kind of has that snowball effect where it just keeps rolling downhill and building up momentum for us for the rest of our day. So I don't care if it's no-fap, journaling, meditation, cold showers, whatever it is, throw it against the wall, see if it sticks for you. And if it does, begin to practice that. Practice that discipline because it makes you better. And I was talking to a buddy the other day, and that's what he suggested. He's like, I got 4 or 5 things going on right now. I'm kind of juggling, but I'm just seeing which one's going to stick. And that's what I'm going to continue to pursue. And so it's good for us sometimes to begin to test new things out, find out what works for us, find out what doesn't, and find that thing that we can begin to discipline ourselves to push us past the comfort zone, man. Because I promise you, we want to be better men. We want to be more capable men. We want to be those men that remove ourselves from the rat race and start pursuing our own direction. We're going to have to be disciplined enough to go in the unknown, because that's what it is. We're removing ourselves from everything that we've been conditioned to, going into the unknown, and it requires getting uncomfortable going to those dark, shady areas. The more we can practice discipline, such as cold showers, because that's something we have to do every day anyway, well, the more prepared we're going to be able to face those dark giants that are outside of our comfort zone. Love and respect, gentlemen. Cold showers, it might be for me. You guys will hear from me next episode.